There weren't a lot of details. I know
You noticed that.
The briefing says they're going to pay off about $2 billion in unpaid bills. First, what were you hoping to hear? What were you expecting to hear? What didn't you hear?
A real live commitment with some examples of unpaid bills and how to get to them. Where is money going to come from to pay those unpaid bills? Not just the joyous rhetoric of we're going to pay them. I know we're going to pay them. I mean, I pay them eventually too, but if it's going to be a year late or partially or all of that, that's not paying the bills. So I want to see, where and how he's going to do this. The part I really like, because I've been after this for years, getting rid of some of these commissions and committees, because between per diems and salaries and health care perks and things of this sort, now it's not going to solve all of our financial problems, but we need to cut where we need to cut, and those certainly need to be cut.
I don't expect you to have the exact figures on the top of your head, but roughly ballpark, what are we talking about? What's on your desk right now?
Right now, of unpaid bills?
Yeah.
100 and...
We're right around 7 billion.
7 billion right now. And if we try and look and think with what's out the agencies yet, that we haven't seen yet, so it rounds out to about 10 billion. And that's about where it was last year too. We did not get any benefit from that tax increase whatsoever, which had been billed as a way to pay unpaid bills. We haven't gotten a lick out of that.
They talked at the budget briefing last night about perhaps stopping transfers out. The biggest of that, local government distributive money. Can you pay the old bills by shortchanging local governments and expecting local taxpayers to pick up? Is that how it would work?
No, if it would work that way, that's not going to help, because you can't make our municipalities bankrupt, and they, unlike us, can declare bankruptcy. But I want to keep them from doing what the state has done, which is borrowing themselves into a hole as well, because then we're going to have it on a federal level, on a state level, and now a municipal level. So passing around bills is like passing around the old maid card. Whoever gets stuck with it last attempts to pay. That's not going to solve anything.
How much revenue is going to need to be found to if you set aside $1 billion a year, $2 billion a year, would that be enough to have a plan to within 2 years pay off the old bills? How do we get out from under this without a $10 billion check?
Well, I think, first of all, you have to try to pay it off incrementally as quickly as possible. And to do that, I mean, my feeling is almost the way you deal with the mortgage, is try and put some money toward it every month. So it's not this great big lump sum that has to be there. And get rid of the bill that ramped it up on the front end, so that we can spread out the payment cycle a little bit easier. Same goes to Congress for the post office. You're doing the same thing there. And I think you can ultimately dig your way out of it that way. And of course, the economy is improving. The more the economy improves, it'll be consumer driven. If the consumers are spending, we get more money, we can pay the bills.